We have a program where all teachers get a MacBook Air laptop and they also get an iPad. We're also upgrading our network so that the student Wi-Fi can, where students can be on the Wi-Fi. We have 14,000 students, and we're trying to make sure that all 14,000 have access to the internet to do research and to help them with their school. And we're also the board has also approved a technology refresh program so that we are going to be refreshing over 2,000 Chromebooks starting next year and every year thereafter. So all of our Chromebooks will always be up to date and ready for the students to use. And then our technology vision and plan is in line with the Next 5 strategy. So we know that we need to provide 21st century classrooms to our students and their teachers, and that's what we're striving to do. The vision for technology in the classroom is to have a wireless access point in every single classroom so that students don't have to fight over having access to the internet. We just know that that's super important for them in their daily classroom lives. And then we are looking at changing projector systems into 80-inch televisions mounted onto a mounting system that goes over the whiteboards so that it can move back and forth over a 16-foot span. Just making a real flexible classroom for the teachers so that they can teach in the way that they want to, not be structured to only teach in the front of the classroom.
Technologies you have to offer.
Well, one of the other things that we've implemented is this customer service action team. So technology for me is the end product, but part of the process and the journey is to provide 100% customer service. So our focus is on teachers and students and making sure that they get what they need to have a really positive teaching experience. So it's the MacBook Air, it's the iPad, it's a lot of different kind of hardware technology and making sure that wireless access is always up and running. But it's also about caring about how the teachers interact with the students and providing them all of the tools that they need. So it's much more than just technology, it's about providing them world-class customer service too. So we're moving more and more to online curriculum, getting away from books. And so teachers are using the internet for curriculum, and they're also using it for research. And so what we've also done is piloted some smart boards, so where teachers can have a large projection system and be able to annotate and write on the screen as they're showing the curriculum to highlight some areas. So I think just being able to provide technology that is growing in the way that our environment is, it's just super important that technology be flexible and it be stable and is there for our teachers. It's just critical. So training for technology is extremely important too. You just can't roll out technology of any kind without providing training. So that's super important to me. And I'm open to doing any kinds of training. That would be group training, semi-group training, one-on-one training. We've done it. We did a Google rollout of Gmail last November, and we provided over 40 training sessions of many different kinds of models. And so there's that. And then I also have an IT technician located at every single school site. So they're assigned to every school. And if whenever you're available, we would provide you some one-on-one training for anything that you'd need to know. I also think that we're a pretty innovative school district. At Natomas High School, we have a couple of engineering labs and computer labs. And we also have a health clinic at Natomas High School. It's a class, and the teacher there instructs the class in one section of the classroom and then has a simulation room set up to where we have a camera set up so the teacher can do some sort of procedure and show the class exactly what he's doing. So another scenario for that would be at one of our schools we're opening up a culinary school. And so again, think of Iron Chef, but one of those kinds of shows where we have a camera over food preparation so the teacher, the chef, can show the students how something is done, and it's being projected onto his preparation and then being projected over to the students, necessarily having to hover around what he's doing, but to see it projected on a screen. So, we're pretty innovative and open to new ideas, and I think that just puts us up and above a lot of other school districts. Okay, we're doing some pretty cool things at Natomas Unified. Every teacher gets a MacBook Air laptop and an iPad. The board just approved a technology refresh program, so next year we're going to be replacing 2,000 Chromebooks. So students will have up to state-of-the-art technology regarding Chromebooks, so we won't have old technology lingering onto our network. We're also upgrading our network so that Wi-Fi will be accessible from every single classroom, so a wireless access point in every classroom, again, so that students have a stable network where they can use their own mobile phone or iPad to do research or just stay connected to the internet for classroom purposes. Our curriculum is moving to be more web-based, so it's super important to keep the internet going and to have it stable and available at all times. So I feel like technology is critical to the success of teachers, but I also think that it's the end product. I believe in customer service and providing great customer service, world-class customer service to our teachers and staff by just having what they need available at all times. And that means going out to schools every single month to meet with the site leaders to ensure that nothing gets lost in the shuffle, that we're always providing them just great customer service and training. So, so that's my philosophy. And we also are trying to be part of the next 5 strategic vision too, and where we've heard from our community that technology plays an important role in their students' lives. I put together a technology refresh program that shows how much technology we have in our school district and at each school. So it was a pretty detailed plan of what kind of technology, what kind of hardware, what kind of laptops and computers are used at each school and how old they were. And then put together a 5-year plan of what needed to be replaced or refreshed at each one of the schools to ensure that we had up-to-date technology. I brought that to the superintendent, made it a board communication, and then the following week I found out that that technology refresh program was approved, which was extremely exciting for me because having new technology on your network or in your environment is easier to support, and it just provides, again, that world-class customer service. So a couple months ago, let me back up, in December, we formed a customer service team. We call it the CAST team, and it's Customer Action Support Team. And it's a group of people from customer constituency, myself, maintenance and operations, and as a team we go out to every single school site every single month to meet with the site leader or someone that they have appointed to talk to them about the customer service, work orders that we have going on at each one of the schools. And so it just kind of reinforces that the customer always comes first kind of attitude. And then in addition to that, I have a team of 6 IT technicians. All of them are assigned to a school site, and the schools enter in work orders, and so they work on those. But they also kind of roam the schools to answer any questions that just anybody might have. And then we have systems engineers, and those 2 guys are responsible for making sure that our network is always available and that they do some of the more heavy-duty troubleshooting questions too. So, and then Michelle Jett is a vital part of the team too, who does a lot of project coordination. So when Chris Evans, our superintendent, started 5 years ago, we need to validate how long ago, when he started, there was one laptop in the district. Every classroom had a desktop computer, and it was hardwired to the wall. Today, we can pull a report that shows that we have 14,000 devices connected to our Wi-Fi network. So that is in a span of only a couple of years, where we went from one desktop computer located in every classroom to every student having some sort of device on our network, and a teacher, the MacBook Air and the iPad. And now we're moving towards even some of our facilities systems. I don't know how to say that, like air conditioning and the bells and the PA systems are all on our network. So every day we're adding more and more and more to it. So that that's why it has become so important. 5 years ago, nobody really cared about the network because it wasn't really used for much. But today, with 14,000 devices on our network, we have to make sure that it's really, really stable. And the way things are changing is just, it's at light speed. So think about it. Facebook didn't exist 10 years ago.
IT program.
We are, through state funding, we've got money awarded to us to update the network equipment at each one of the schools. So we will be installing wireless access points in every single classroom and updating the technology so that it stays more stable and also so that it can be a lot more faster.
So let's say that differently. So it'll be a lot faster or something.
We're updating the network equipment located at each school so that the network will be a lot faster.
Perfect. Okay, I think we got it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you again.